By the way, this is my first time to the bins. I think I mentioned that already. Oh, we got Qui-Gon Jinn. And it's not really what I expected. It's been kind of fun, kind of chill. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more hectic, and it wasn't, which is nice. So yeah, if you've been thinking about checking out the bins, I would advise it because it's pretty fun.
Greetings, salutations, and what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the absolute latest episode of Thrifting Throwdown. As always, I'm your host, Dabs Troyer, on this wild and wacky journey into the world of thrifting for video games. If you're new to the channel, let me bring you up to speed really quickly because this is all about adding video games to my collection on the cheap. I'm not going to eBay, I'm not going to resellers, I'm going out to flea markets, thrift shops, you name it, just looking for the absolute best deals on video games, trying to pick them up for about $2 to $3 per game. That way I can build an absolutely massive video game collection without spending a ton of money.
That's the smartest thing I've heard all day.
Things have been going really well so far. Let's pull up the collection right now so we can take a look at where things stand after the first 40 or so episodes of Thrifting Throwdown. I've been scoring old retro stuff, I've been scoring new stuff, I've been all over the place looking for those absolute great game deals, and I've been having so much success, and I'm so happy that you guys have been along for the ride for all these Thrifting Throwdown journeys by hitting that subscribe button and joining my tag team. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet and joined my tag team, now is the perfect time to do it because I would love to have you along for the ride on all of my future Thrifting Throwdown journeys. By hitting subscribe, you'll be here for 1,500 games, 2,000 games, 10,000 games. You're going to be here for every single video game that I score. And while you're hitting that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the like button because one, it lets me know that you enjoyed the video, which is always nice. But two, and more importantly, it lets other people know that it's a video they might like checking out as well. So I would absolutely appreciate you hitting that like button for me. And don't forget, at any point during the video, you can drop a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. If you see something interesting, if you see something I missed, or if you just want to talk about gaming and thrifting in general. I love chatting with you guys, so do not forget to drop a comment down below before you leave today. And the very last thing, you want to stay tuned until the end of the video because you're going to see two different things. You're going to see what my absolute best thrifts of the day were, and you're going to see exactly how much I spent on all the games I picked up. So again, remember, my goal is to be around $2 to $3 per game. You want to stay tuned and see how close I am to that mark after all my pickups today. But I have got a really exciting one for you today. I'm going to be doing a thrift store, I'm going to be doing a yard sale, but you've tuned in for a super special episode because this is the absolute first time I am ever visiting a Goodwill Bins.
What the heck is that?
If you're not familiar with the Goodwill Bins, it's a little bit different than your normal Goodwill experience. It's not a bunch of priced items. You are digging through bins of stuff. Whatever you decide to get, you're paying usually based on weight, so you want to be sure you're grabbing some stuff that has good value and doesn't weigh too much typically. But again, this is my first time ever going to a Goodwill Bins, so I am super hyped about checking it out for the first time. And I hope you're going to stick around and join me for that adventure. But that just about wraps up the intro. I think it's time to hit the road and see what kind of cool stuff we can find today. Let's roll, guys. Oh yeah.
I just looked through these CDs, nothing mixed in here, but they've got more stuff over here to check. Ton of different media stuff, and these are some pretty cool setups here with all these different shelves and stuff. I'm gonna poke through a little bit and see if I find anything interesting in all the books. Wow, that's kind of cool looking. I see Math Blaster sitting here. Ages 9 to 12, doesn't apply to me. Found another PC game here. We got Backyard Football 2002.
Let me just remind everyone that this portion of today's broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Big Boys Underpants, now with extra elastic.
Even though I'm not looking for PC stuff, it always is nice to find some mixed in because you never know what you're going to find mixed in at that point. So, fingers crossed, man, fingers crossed. All right, I see one more PC game mixed in. They did have so many shelves of CDs to look through, so that was kind of fun. But we got the Smart Games 1 here, Play With Your Brain. I've never seen this before. Pretty cool cover art on that, though. That's interesting. The shelf down here is full of nostalgic gold. D3. Muppets in Space. Darkwing Duck. How freaking cool is that? And then, of course, the Kids Club for Burger King, the Great Boldini TMNT VHS.
Attention turtle fans.
Look alive, dudes! Coming at ya!
There's lots more turtle-rific fun waiting for you on video cassette.
How delightful!
Okay, this does not look promising, but let's take a quick look. Connect, We Fit, FIFA, Tiger Woods, Zumba Rush. I don't think I have that. And an NHL game. Wonder what the prices are on these. Oh man, that manual was toasted. Yeah, I'm skipping that. That's a bummer. I do see a little casino game mixed in right here. Ooh. Oil Casino, okay. Got some puzzle games there. Well, let's keep looking. There's a few cool things on the shelf here. I found this little Mario Womp block for $2.50. That's pretty neat. Feels like it opens up or something like that. No idea how though, but that's pretty cool looking. Then we've also got these Skylanders bases. I know these bigger bases have a little bit of value sometimes. What do we got here? 2015 Lego Dimensions. I'm gonna look that up, see what that's worth. I also just noticed this little bag here has some Luigi, Yoshi, stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. This place is pretty massive. I've never been here before, but it looks like it has a decent selection of a bunch of different stuff, so that's kind of exciting. Oh yeah, creepy puppets. I love these. Oh yeah, baby. They do not get much creepier than this. Subscribe to El Dabstrayero. Hit the subscribe button.
All the kids in Springfield are SOBs.
Oh, this is pretty cool. We got a really vintage Stay Puft. 1984. That's pretty wild. This thing's a little dirty looking, but super awesome.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
This is some seriousness on the sealed VHS for Rocky and Bullwinkle. That's freaking wild. Canadian Gothic. La Grande Moose. Birth of Bullwinkle. Wild. Very cool. All right, well, that place was fun to look around, but unfortunately they didn't have much in terms of the game selections, so we got to hit the road and see what else we can find today. We got to have some scores, we got to find some games, we got to build this collection, so let us go, people. Poking through all these CDs, and I do see some PC stuff. We've got SimCity 4 sitting here, and then Barbie Team Gymnastics. We've got Barbie Story Maker, so like all the Barbie CD-ROMs are on this shelf, I guess. Gonna keep looking though. Like I see a SpongeBob typing game. If you want to learn how to type about the secret Krabby Patty recipe, this is for you. I spotted one Wii game mixed in here. Dora Saves the Snow Princess, it looks like, but it's really toasted. Missing the manual.
Incomplete. Forget it.
Just like only has half the cover art, so that is pretty rough. But that's the only thing I've seen mixed in here so far, and I did look through all of this. If you have an eagle eye, you might recognize this church as the church where I got my 1000th video game from that episode. They had an indoor flea market a few months ago, and I popped in there and I picked up, I forget what it was, PGA Tiger Woods or something. It's my 1000th game. Pretty fun, so be sure to go check that out if you haven't already. But so far, not a lot of luck here. Not really seeing a ton of video games anywhere, but I am getting here pretty late as usual.
$5 on him.
Okay. What are you doing on the game sitting here?
I can do a little better on the price. They're all priced.
Oh, they're priced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I priced them.
So 9. That one's a 7. 7. 14. $12. Is that all you had? Just these few here?
Just what I have. I only sold 2 there. I sold Batman and I sold some other.
Would you say $3 for this one? It's missing the manual on the inside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can do $3 for that one. I'd probably skip the other ones though. I think. Yeah, I'll give you $3 for that one.
Yeah.
Look how old this thing is. We've got a Hot Wheels cargo plane sitting here in the box. Oh, we got a spider right there. But yeah, that thing is super cool. Wonder what year that's from. Oh, 1983. Nice. Oh, I see. It's only one game. I thought they were both games, yeah. So 3. Would you take $2 for that? Yeah. All right, I'll do that. This is pretty interesting. Nose cone to a Cessna airplane. You don't see that very often. Especially, I said you don't see. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever seen that at a yard sale before.
You see, the plane, there were 10 members in the club.
Yeah.
And one of the members cracked up the plane.
Oh, really?
Well, the nose cone. So you can see there's damage on the other side, right down there. So they had to replace it. So since he belonged to the club, he asked if he could have it.
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome. That's a great story.
He's passed now. I want to get rid of it.
Well, sorry to hear that, but yeah.
Enough.
I'm surprised no one picked that up today. That's so unique.
I know it's unique.
True to form, I got here late again. It seems to be a pattern for me when I'm coming to the flea markets at this particular church. But just like last time, I still managed to score some games. So I did pick up 2 games here for $5. Ended up getting Sports Champions 2 and Ford Racing 3. I know Sports Champions 2 has a little bit of value, so that was a pretty good pickup, I think. I'm not really sure about Ford Racing. I'm gonna have to look that one up because this is Ford Racing 3, and I know I had Ford Racing 1 and 2. So not sure about the value on that, but they are new to the collection. I'm pretty sure both of them are new to the collection. So for $2.50 a piece, I am pretty pleased with these pickups, even though we got here late. All right, more time for some thrifting though. So let's hit the road, guys, and let's not get run over by this car. Oh yeah. All right, time to glove up. All right, so digging around, cool stuff that I found. Men in Black, the series wallet with this awesome green interior. No money though. Some little handheld toy. I really have no idea what this thing is. Go Gamer Portable. I've never heard of this thing, so it looks like it's not turning on, so I'm gonna leave it. And then there's just this Sony cable sitting here. PlayStation video cable, so I'm gonna grab that maybe. Actually, it looks a little beat up here. Probably gonna leave it because it's ripped there. So yeah, that's what I found so far. Oh, and then this creepy mask. VHS copy of The Matrix. That's a throwback. Literally a throwback.
What are you trying to tell me?
Gallop and Ride. Looks really gross. But it's in there, it's complete. So, there you go, game. Two Wii Balance boards sitting here in the go back pile. That's how junky these things are. They're piling up here at the Goodwill outlet. Not sure if there's anything else worth grabbing out of here, but I'm gonna poke through real quick. We got some cool bird art mixed in here, some Easter eggs. Christmas coming once a year, obviously.
Christmas comes but once a year. Now it's here, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer. Da, 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 da.
Two more quick finds. We got a silicone cover for a Wii remote, which, you know, I don't really need more of those. And then this awesome little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle truck. It's in kind of rough shape, but it's still pretty cool. 2014. All right, we got some fun stuff here. We found a Halo mask mixed in, so that's kind of fun. Little Fisher Price game. This thing, I could not believe when I saw this. This is something I watched as a kid. This Mother Goose thing. Like, I straight up remember that goose.
Dear Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride on the back of a very fine gander. High in the sky, she goes riding above, and everyone waves at the lady they love.
This thing was wild, dude. This was like one of the things I watched most as a kid. So finding this VHS in this bin is such a freaking nostalgia trip for me. And then I found this Star Wars Empire at Home PC game. Not getting that. I'm gonna look this up though, because this is like one of those double case video games for the PC. So I'm gonna see how much this is going for. But yeah, found this mixed in, and that was a pretty good find.
Oh, is that the real one?
Yes. Look at the back of it.
Bertram!
Yeah, seriously.
That's great. That's a good find.
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, for sure.
Found a PS2 DualShock here. The only problem is the cable's frayed there, so gonna leave it behind, but still neat to see. Everything else about it was fine though. That's unfortunate. So this jumped out. It made this Lady and the Tramp 2 screensaver thing. That's like super retro. I can't believe they put a screensaver as just like its own individual thing that you could buy. But the other thing that jumped out at me, we've got some Pogs possibly in here. Cool little slammer case too. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Any Pog fans in the comments? Let me know. Oh, what we got there? Oh, unicorn slammer. Put that back in. Let's go through these Pogs. Ocelot. Elephant. Still endangered. Ooh, we got some Star Wars. Holographic Tarkin, right? By the way, this is my first time to the bins. I think I mentioned that already. Oh, we got Qui-Gon Jinn. And it's not really what I expected. It's been kind of fun, kind of chill. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more hectic, and it wasn't, which is nice. You think you've got problems. So yeah, if you've been thinking about checking out the bins, I would advise it, because it's pretty fun. These Pogs doing anything for you guys? Do you like Pogs? All right, let's wrap it up with the Pogs. Wrap it up with the Pogs.
I'm addicted to playing Pogs.
All right, I just looked this up. It's only going for $10. If the case was in perfect condition, maybe I'd consider it for a case upgrade for one of my other games. But as is, since it's only $10, I'm leaving it behind. I don't really need that anyway. But yeah, a little disappointed I didn't find more games than, you know, the handful that I did. But still pretty cool to find anything at all, because I'm coming like in the middle of the day. So I'm sure this has been pretty picked over. Oh, we got Yoshi. What's he do? Anything? No? Just a little Mario Kart Yoshi. Let me see. 2022 McDonald's. Little McDonald's Yoshi. This This might be the nicest Goodwill I've ever been in. These floors are real nice. I feel like I'm walking on some premium tile here.
Praise the floors!
I'm still walking out trying to find the games in this place. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Anything. This is not looking good so far. I'm gonna have to take a closer look. All right, this one says games. Maybe we're gonna have some better luck over here. Oh God. Oh, I was about to say there's no freaking games over here. Wow, this is the most faded copy of Wii Fit I have ever seen. It's like turned to color blue. It's supposed to look like that. It looks like that. My girl, you are in rough shape.
That's it.
Take care of yourself.
Feel the burn.
Connect Adventures, that is junk. Disney Sing It, that is junk. I don't have my fitness coach. So, for the sake of being able to use this footage and actually picking up a game here, I'm going to get this. But that's the only reason I'm getting it, because I don't have it. It is sealed though, but I think this is a reseal if I had to guess. So, okay. It's sealed, so that sold me on it. Okay, technically this is a game too. It literally says game pack on it, so it has to count, right? Has to count.
Keep telling yourself that.
I found a tiny little hacky sack here that's basically like a little Angry Bird. I think it got the mouth ripped off though, but that was definitely supposed to be an Angry Bird at one time. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Sorry guys. Oh.
All right, we are wrapping up at the double Goodwills. We went to the outlet bins for the first time for Goodwill, and we went to the Goodwill store right adjacent to it, which is perfect because we scored 2 games here. Obviously nothing super special. Gallop and Ride, I have no idea what it's worth, but it is covered in goop that I gotta clean off. We've got My Fitness Coach, which looks like it's resealed, so that's kind of interesting. But I can't imagine either of these have a lot of value, but I guess we'll find out when we get home on those. The nice thing is I only ended up paying like $3.50 for these, I think, because the Gallop game was based on weight, and then this game was obviously $2.99 as marked. So I feel like I got a pretty good deal on those, which, you know, half the reason to pick things up at the Goodwill bins. Considering it was my first time there and I managed to find a game, I cannot say that was anything but a success. So I am pretty pleased with how this turned out today. The bins were a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun digging around in them especially, and finding a bunch of cool stuff to show my friends. Before I hit the road again, do not forget to hit the like button. If you also enjoyed digging around through the bins with me, hit the subscribe button if you're happy with these games that I picked up. And do not forget to drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of the bins or if you've ever been there before. That is enough shilling for now though. Let us hit the road. So nice out today. It's like beautiful and breezy. This is perfect. Got some board games down here. Board games and puzzles, it looks like. Some cool old records. Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. Today is definitely not a blustery day. But that is awesome looking. Love that cover. We got Robin Hood. They've got all these Disney records. Let's pretend we find some games. Well, these are really faded. If any of these are games, I might not even be able to tell because they're so faded. Popeye Fists of Fury, wow. Look how old that animation is. Super old Popeye. Believe it or not, I did just find a game mixed in, but it's a PC game. Lego Indiana Jones, but, you know, not for me. This is kind of unexpected. Some Cabela's guns, I think. That's definitely a PlayStation triangle. It's broken on the back here. Yeah, it's definitely a gaming controller, and you can see it's got the Cabela's logo right there. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Those are kind of cool. Oh, they're the same model, so this is what's broken off here. You've got the stock of the gun. I wonder if they're asking on this. That would look pretty good on the shelf, I think.
So I'm walking around. I was going to ask about the price on the Cabela's gun, but I don't see a single person around to ask, and I knocked on the door and no one came out. But I did just notice there's another table over here, but I also don't see people over here, so I guess I'm going to walk over here next, see if there's anything on this table. Fingers crossed. This is where all the games are stashed. Okay. Not seeing any games. Anyone need a Wonder coat hanger? Well, guys, I rung the doorbell. I knocked. I waited out here for like 10 minutes now. I don't think there's anything else to be done. We're going to be leaving that Cabela's gun behind. I did look it up. I think it's like a $10 to $15 gun, but what are you going to do? There's no one here to give money to. I probably would have only paid like $1 for it anyway, so not a huge loss, but kind of hoping they're going to come to the door as I'm walking away, and I don't think they're going to. Let me in! Take my money! Back to the game room successfully, and as you can see, we do not have the biggest pile of games to go through this time.
You're a total failure!
Yeah, today really exemplifies my saying that it's all about the journey, not the destination, because yeah, we definitely didn't arrive at a place of having a ton of games by the end of this episode, but I feel like we did so much cool stuff. Like, I had such a great time digging through those Goodwill bins for the first time, and I really hope you enjoyed it as well. Honestly, it's the sort of thing I might enjoy doing a little bit more of, so kind of let me know in the comments. Do you want to see more Goodwill Bins trips, or was it not really for you? I'd be curious to see what your take on it was. But that said, before I get into my pickups, believe it or not, I actually have bonus games.
Bonus games.
Yeah, that's right. Believe it or not, we recently had a little birthday Stroyero. That's right, your boy's a little bit older than usual. I had a recent birthday and my friends managed to score me some video games for my birthday. So these are going into the collection even though I didn't pay for them. You know, even though I didn't pick them up as part of the Thrifting Throwdown journey, I'm always more than happy to add any video games that my friends want to provide to me. So taking a look at what they got me here, they got me a book. So obviously some of you may realize by now I've got a lucha gimmick here. I am a wrestling fan. They got me Killing the Business, the Young Bucks book, so I'm looking forward to giving that a read. Sticking with the wrestling theme, WCW Backstage Assault for N64, which might actually be the very first N64 game I've brought home on this channel so far. I don't think I've actually had an N64 score of any kind on the channel so far.
Seems impossible.
So yeah, even though this is a gift, it's still going into the collection because it is new to me. The one thing that I thought was really funny, and they pointed out to me, if you look at the label on the back, hopefully you can read this here, it says WCW Backstage Ass. So I think that contributed to them picking it up for me. But yeah, really excited to add another wrestling game to the collection. Some other interesting stuff here. We've got this Intellivision game, Dungeons & Dragons Treasure of Tarmin. Comes with the manual, comes with a little plastic insert, so all I really need to do is get the box for this, and then I have a complete Intellivision game there. That's really cool. And obviously I'm a fan of Dungeons & Dragons. I know I've mentioned that before on the channel, so this is right up my alley as well. They know me very well. And pairing nicely with that other Dungeons & Dragons game, we have Advanced Dungeons & Dragons for the Intellivision, and this is complete in box, which is really freaking cool. We've got this awesome little manual. It looks like it's got like a is that a cavern? Is that a path through the woods? You decide. Let me know in the comments what the heck we're looking at there. But yeah, pretty cool. Adding another complete Intellivision game to the collection. And I think obviously the highlight of this, the awesome retro art on the cover. This looks like the side of someone's van you'd see driving down the street in the 70s, but I love it so much. This is definitely going to be a great piece to have on the shelf. It's going to look amazing. So special thank you to my friends for picking this up for me. They also nabbed me 2 PlayStation 2 titles. They got me Mega Man X8, a very cool game. I love whenever we have these crossovers of consoles, like Sega games on the PlayStation, Nintendo games on the PC. That stuff always is a real trip for me, because growing up, these were like exclusive to Nintendo and things like that. So Mega Man on the PlayStation, very cool. And then Battlestar Galactica, they actually bought me a sealed copy of Battlestar Galactica on the PS2. So what a really super thoughtful, nice gift. They know I love Battlestar Galactica. So they grabbed me a sealed copy. Like, that's so freaking awesome. So hyped about this going into the collection.
Blue Wing, intercept and destroy all Cylon raiders.
Orders acknowledged, Galactica. You heard the Lady Blue flight. Engage the enemy.
Now, I do have this already for the Xbox, thankfully, so I have an open copy I can play anytime I want, and now I'm just adding this awesome sealed version into the collection as well. Very cool. And the very last thing I got for my birthday, Populous the Beginning on the PlayStation 1. It's the updated version of the Super Nintendo game that I was actually a really big fan of. Basically, you're sort of like an all-powerful being, and you're doing some terrain building, some terraforming, you're causing natural disasters, basically trying to have your little minions take over the world. The Super Nintendo game is super complex. I remember not fully understanding it when I played, but still having a pretty good time. But yeah, they knew that I liked this game on the Super Nintendo, and they grabbed me the PlayStation version. I am super hyped about that. So thank you again for these awesome gifts. Like, seriously, these are really freaking cool. My friends really know how to treat a lucha, guys. And now our actual thrifted pickups. We have this sealed copy of My Fitness Coach. Nothing too special there aside from the fact that it's sealed. We picked that up at the Goodwill Store. And then Gallop and Ride, yet another Pony Girl game going into my collection. I am so hyped by all these Pony Girl games, guys. I freaking love picking up these weird random titles. The only problem with this one, it's really gross here. Like, the cover art is super gross. Ugh. And that's because I pulled it out of the Goodwill Bins. Obviously my first time there, so hyped that I found a game at all, even though it was literally like bottom of the barrel, dingy horse girl game. By the way, doesn't this girl look like Sweet D from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Anyone else see the resemblance there? Or is it just me? Anyway, super psyched. Obviously my first and only ever Goodwill Bins pickup right here. So even if it's just Gallop and Ride, it's got a special place in my heart. I'm never gonna forget this game. And my last two pickups, these PlayStation scores I got at that churchyard sale. The very same churchyard sale, in fact, where I got my 1000th game a few months ago. But yeah, churchyard sale, I managed to score 2 games very cheaply. Ford Racing, which is new to the collection, and Sports Champions 2, which I didn't have. These run about $10 to $15 each, and I think if I remember correctly, I spent like $2 to $3 on each of them, so it came out way ahead on these. Very nice additions to the collection, very cheaply, which again, is the name of the game with Thrift and Throwdown, guys. We're adding games super cheaply. There you go, everybody. All of our pickups from today. We've got the birthday pickups, we've got the Goodwill Bin pickups, the Goodwill Store pickups, all of the awesome stuff that we are adding to this collection, and I am so thrilled about it because all of this is going into the collection at a great price, especially the birthday stuff, which is going in for free, and you definitely cannot beat that price. But as always, the name of the game is the collection, so let's take a look at the collection as it stands today because we are getting so close to 1,500 games. We are literally only a few videos away from that point, and I would love to have you along for that ride. So if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button and join my tag team. I think at this point we're in the 300s in terms of subscribers, and honestly I'd really love to get us above 500. I feel like that is where this channel should be at this point, and I would love your help to get me there. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, let me know that you enjoyed the video, and let others know that it's a video they might like checking out as well. And while you're doing that, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one of these pickups you were most excited for. Let me know what you thought about me going to the Goodwill Bins for a change. And let me know what you think about Thrifting Throwdown, because I'd love to have your opinion on the channel. I put a lot of work into this, so if you're enjoying it, I'd love to hear that feedback. And if you're hating it, please let me know so I can stop putting so much effort into it. At this point, I'd like to remind you that you can follow me on social media at @LDabsTroyero, so check me out there if you're looking to see some of my goofy stuff that I like to post. I use Instagram the most, everything else I kind of like don't really use that often, but hey, follow me on your preferred social media platform. Lastly, do not forget, the best thrift of the day is coming up any moment, so you will see which one of these games is the absolute best thrift of the day, so you do not want to miss that. That's all for now, though. Thank you so much for joining me, because as I always say, thrifting is way more fun with friends, and I love having you along for the ride. So stay tuned for the next episode of Thrifting Throwdown, but until then, keep on thrifting. Oh yeah.
Okay.